Brainiacs. You guys up in here, I do. Let's kick this off, why don't we? You sitting in here in this nuclear blast. Look at this. Do you see that? Boom! Right? Up there. Big old, I don't know, atomic bomb behind the statue of, freedom. Freedom! It'll be the Whore of Babylon, I do believe. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. I do. Kick off the shares and shit. Cognitive dissonance. Disconnect of human consciousness. That's where we're at, Brainiacs. Definitely where we are at. Feed that fear, baby. Feed the fear. Keep them in fear. Keep them in chaos. Bring in the calm. Bring in some calm here soon. Guarantee you. I'm going to be throwing out some names here, no doubt, tonight. Because there's a lot of good people that you know, that you guys probably know, right? I'm talking about positive momentum. Don't feed the fear. Carrie Ann, shout out to you. Mr. Neptune Triton, shout out to you, my friend. Ryan Riff Park, shout out to you. These people are ones in your world, in our world, that are doing everything and anything in their power to show you exactly what we're going to talk about tonight. Cognitive dissonance and consciousness. The split. Feeding the fear. That's what they're trying to do within this construct. Feeding that fear. Because if they keep them in fear, if they keep the people in fear, keep them in fear, it keeps them in a heightened state of, oh shit. Okay? It does not allow them to think for themselves. A lot of you up here in the Brainiac chat, we'll get there in a second. A lot of you, most all of you, think for your own self. The majority. and whenever you're presented with material, whenever you're presented with content, questions. That's why I've been throwing a lot of questions on my own Facebook timeline, and I love to see your guys' interaction. I want you to think. A good friend of mine, Parker Breckenridge, up in Cleveland right now. He's like, "What's up with the questions?" I'm like, "Make them think." I love to make them think on their own. It's what we're here to do is think. We question reality, which we're supposed to. We're allowed to. We're allowed to have opinions. You see, we're allowed to have this relationship with ourselves, right? We're allowed to have that. But there are, however, people in the Matrix construct that don't want you to think on your own. In fact, they don't want you to have an opinion. They'll do anything and everything in their power if you are even remotely close to over-target. Over-target meaning a little bit too close to the truth. Oh my God. Well, they'll put a Band-Aid on your mouth and shut you up and send you to the corner, will they not? They absolutely will. So tonight we're going to go over some, I haven't even prepared for this. I'm just going to share with you. We're just going to go there. We're going to scroll through. We're going to scroll through today as well as last week and the previous weekend. The top headlines in the news. Mainstream news. We're gonna take a trip down the wild side and go down mainstream news, and we're gonna look at just how positive, influential, consciousness evolving it truly is. Because this is, again, remember, this is the shit that is feeding my neighbors, your family, my family. So you see the disconnect. They don't. We've got to the point where cognitive dissonance is We try. Don't even want to stand up and say, "Well, we told you so." About everything. What used to be a formality of what we know as a conspiracy theory, that's the formal word, conspiracy theory, right? The hell with us. I mean, we're just the conspiracy researchers. But the disconnect comes to whenever you try to point out to them, maybe you need to look a little bit deeper at this, stab and jab. Maybe we'll take that for example, the stab and jab, right? Well, I'll just throw out the name Joe. Well, Joe, you really weren't sick prior to getting Look, I'm getting old. I'm just getting old. Cognitive dissonance. They don't want to see what is right in front of their face. They don't want to see it. And they damn sure don't want you to point them out. Because, well, you tried. You tried everything. I know right now, those that are watching the show, those that are within my world, you tried everything and got shut down, sent to the corner with a Band-Aid on your mouth. Don't say a word. You have no opinion. You have no voice. No. It's just continue to pump fear in the system. Okay? Because we're going to blow shit up here. That's what we're going to do. It's the destruction of a former world. Their world, the world we once knew, is gone. The world we once knew is absolutely gone. Now we're trying to, I guess, rebuild, pick up the pieces. Oh my God, brains! We're gonna get involved. We're gonna get into this deep. Don't go nowhere, everybody. We're gonna talk about this cognitive dissonance and the disconnect of human consciousness. Indeed, it is the atomic bomb and the war for your mind. Don't go anywhere, Brainiacs. Let's do this. Open lines, no doubt about it. Let's have some fun tonight.
What do you say, Brainiacs? You guys ready? It's time. It's showtime, brains. That's right. It's Matrix time. And it's go time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go. We're going to talk about ufology, conspiracy, controversy, and anything and everything that we can get into tonight. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Right, Brainiac. Crank it up, man. Yeah. Got Odin in the house. Miss Carol, what's up? Peggy Bernowski.
Get out, Brainiac.
Miss Michelle Hart. Yeah, man. Let's have some fun. Miss Kristen Nickerson. Yeah, man. Tina Conley.
It's definitely your
Miss
show.
Minnie. Aha.
Your show, and we appreciate you for being
Let's have
here.
some fun tonight.
Buckle up, everybody. Welcome aboard.
Gee, Brainiacs. No doubt about it. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Matrix Minds. I seen. Gotta go over here to this comment, man. Let me see if we can scroll over here without any problem. Hang on 1 second. Make damn sure I go over here and get to the brain chat. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a fabulous weekend, no doubt. I did. I hope everybody else did too. Let's see where you at, guys. Are at. Click, 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 click. Matthew, click, click. Where are we going? We're going. Oh yeah, we're going over here. Going over here to the Brainiac chat. See you guys up in here. Oh my God. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. I'm gonna scroll back through it. Where's Andy Cassidy? I don't know. Don't know where Mr. Cassidy's at. Hi there, everybody. No doubt about it. Scrolling through, I want to see something about where Mr. Morgan says, "Me, Odin, destroyer of worlds." Ooh, Greek mythology is really, in my world, was nothing more than history, bro. I don't truly believe that that what we were told about mythology was mythos. I believe it to be real. I believe it to be I truly believe it to be our formal history. They just don't want you to know about that. I don't really understand what you said, Morgan, but I'm putting together a case against the gateway process. So show me your scars. Let's get it. Show me your scars. Bro, I think I can tell you a couple. Besides physical ones, I can tell you the emotional ones. And this, where we're at right now, this is probably one of the most heavily censored broadcasts that I've ever partook in. And that is because here's the thing: everybody knows that when you start sharing deep-seated information, you're going to be censored. Well, we've been doing this over the last 12 years, okay? And this broadcast, believe it or not, has reached everywhere from 11 million. I mean, I can show you numbers: 11 million people, 4 million people, down to now. I do believe it's 300,000 people. Okay, 300,000. It was bouncing between 350 and 500,000 people. So it's still that's the thing. With your guys' help, it still reaches a number of different people. A good chunk of people. But the problem is again, we're censored heavily. You're censored heavily, primarily because you think differently. Okay, and that's a good thing. Don't think that it's not a good thing. When you guys get censored, whenever I get censored, I laugh anymore. It's like just shake my head and go, "Holy shit, you gotta be kidding me!" But yeah, man, I think Odin is a social memory complex, says Kara. Talk about that. Definitely talk about that. Mr. Mike Pyle says, "Shit, I forgot I'm on Central Time. Son of a bitch. Driver, you're gonna be late for load, bro. You keep thinking that way." Kristen Nickerson, how you doing, Dammy? How you doing, baby? Section 80, yes, all scars. Kendrick Lamar. Morgan, you should call me tonight, buddy. You should call me and we'll talk about this. The show number, the broadcast number of the show. It's in the description of the show. Give me a call, buddy. I'd love to hear from you. Emotional scars. That's what they are, man. We all suffer from emotional scars. Tammy Bonham says it looks like a family meeting. It should be. It's what we are. We are up in here. The tribe of brains. I call you guys the critical thinkers. Because the majority of you, like I said, the majority of you guys do absolutely critically think. And that's good, man. Absolutely amazing. 6, 4, 8, 9 times. What are you dropping there, buddy? I'm thinking. Is that your number? Are you just tossing out your number in the middle of this chat? We can't call from the switchboard, or I can't from the switchboard to you. So you got to call the show. Wherever you're at. The US number, Australian number, Canadian number. Yeah, it fits in there. Just go ahead and call. Give me a jingle, Morgan. Going to talk a little bit again about cognitive dissonance. What is it? Why is it? And what they within this construct are doing to you. Let me tell you, you guys already know that I am a clinical hypnotherapist. I do past life regression, hypnosis, and I study psychology. I love thinking, love anything to do with the human brain, consciousness. And I do mean I study everything from, oh my God, I can give you a list of everything from arachnophobic. We'll start with the A, from the list of arachnophobia to zoology. Do not confuse those two with zoology. Okay, it has nothing to do with that. I'm just telling you everything from arachnophobia to zoology, which is zoophile. I literally study facial, the responses to these people from whatnot, their emotions, their responses, everything and anything. Okay, because here's the thing: being in the clinical hypnotherapy field now, right? I love to know how the matrix around us does and uses what's called NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, to get into our head. Okay? Now, I'm going to share with you also, there is a guy, a fellow by the name of Robert Duncan. Great guy, whistleblower. He is an ex-DARPA scientist. So whenever we get to talking about the formality of reality, the construct, the actual, the cosmetics of our reality and the building of our reality, here's the thing. They know, and whenever I say they know, in air quotes, who's they, right? We're talking the upper echelon. We're talking above the upper echelon. Now, if you remember, not even, I think 2 weeks ago, we interviewed a lady by the name of Alima. Okay? Alima Yesman. And very brilliant, very bright lady. And she was that of a Third Reich, Fourth Reich German teaching, upbringing. Her social revolves around that. She is very much so aware, and you guys are also aware. I don't really think that I don't think you are. You are. I know you are. That these people are trying everything and anything in their power, okay, to get you, get me, get everyone that they possibly can to feed into that fear porn. Okay, everybody likes porn. Everybody's into the porn thing, whether it be happy-go-lucky kitty cats on Facebook, whether it be guitars and drums for a musician, whether it be health food, bad food, whatever. This is the porn I'm talking about. Okay, as Larry Hawkins says, use Google. It's good for some other things besides just porn. But nevertheless, these people want to feed your brain anything and everything it can to keep you disconnected from your family, from your coworkers, from everybody that they can. They're trying very, very hard to segregate you. They're trying very hard to back you into a corner and keep you in fear. Now, how many of you, let me throw this out there, all 25 of you, let me throw this out there. How many of you guys can actually go to bed today, lay your head down, and actually feel relaxed? I'm talking like let go, because if you meditate, I found myself meditating, right? And I've seen and felt that hypertension, even during the time of relaxation, trying to relax, trying to meditate. I am still in that modality of zing, 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 zing. I can feel and still feel the tension in my body. Okay, and then you recognize the tension, and you're like, let go, just let go. I'm talking like you're holding your head up. You can feel your muscles tense. This is what I mean by they know. Okay, throughout the day, I do believe it's went up. We are, for the majority of us, are between 66, I want to say, I'll just round it off, between 65 and 75% of us are always in this die-hard focus on something, okay? And we'll have people like talk to us, and you're like, what? You're that involved, that relaxed in study of what you're studying. Now, that right there, okay, is great. That is definitely great. But for one thing, that is whatever you're focused on, okay? In that specific moment, okay, whenever you literally are so involved, right? You're reading. I'm just like reading right now. I'm gonna say United States, Pennsylvania, Australia, Canada. I'm reading the comments. Kara says there's too many people addicted to their phones, computers, and experiencing information anxiety because they're not integrating what they're seeing, learning. Okay, I focused on what she was saying. And by doing that, okay, my brain state, your brain state literally does this. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Within the matter of nanoseconds, milliseconds. That's the way the brain functions. We are biological machines, okay? You are an entity in a machine. We're an entity with a body, not a body with an entity. You've always heard me say this. You're a body with a spirit, okay? But you're also primarily a spirit with a body. Consciousness does go on. It does go on, okay? But anyway, while reading her comment here is what I'm saying. My focal point went from what I'm concentrating on telling you into reading what she's saying, and you can almost in your own mind see where your brain wave changes. You can almost feel it. So again, there's people with primarily I'm going to talk about those ones that watch CNN, MSNBC, always at the hype, always at the helm of coming off their damn chair because of what they're seeing, what they're reading, what they're getting involved in and with. Because these things that they're getting involved with they're not good. Again, remember, I'm sharing with you, I'm going to go over, I told you, I want to go over with you the latest headlines. And let's do that. Let's do that right now. Because again, I'm not even going to, I didn't prepare for this. I didn't even really want to go into this. But I want to share with you what I'm really talking about when dealing with those people in our lives that have the disconnect. Again, you heard me in the beginning of the show talk about you, let's just say Barbara or whoever, Kara, that we're trying to explain to someone who's had the shot, who's never been sick a day in their life. All of a sudden they're coming down with things. They're getting sick. Those around us are getting sick. And with that being said, the disconnect comes with I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want to even know about it. Not on your part, but on their part. The disconnect comes with reality understanding. You're trying to explain something to them, okay? To maybe even having an open mind about the reality that they are now finding themselves in. You see what I'm saying? They are completely shut off to what we tried to tell them in the beginning. And again, that goes back to the censorship. We all were censored to no end when it comes to that specific roll up your sleeve and take it. They were forcing, they were forcing the hand of God so great that they were offering, I watched Dr. Scott Jensen today, and he threw out there that Scott Jensen threw out there, and we all know this, they were giving them prizes. Different states were giving them prizes. They were giving them money, lotteries, different things, different to get it. And what's funny is Dr. Scott Jensen even went as far as saying, reading one of the prizes was a night out at your local whatever. Now, we got to think about this, Brainiacs. If this was all about health, right? All about health and keeping everybody healthy and safe, and why in the name of God would you be trying to reel in these people? Right? Reel them in. Number one, you scare the holy shit out of them. Number two, you reel them in and you give them donuts by Krispy Kreme. You offer them that. I know some people that were offered donuts. Money, prizes. But the real kicker was whenever Dr. Scott Jensen said, an evening at your local pub or your local venue. The evening is on us. Are you kidding me? And this was about health. Completely disconnected these people were with reality. With the reality that was right in front of their faces. Carol was trying to tell them. Michelle was trying to tell them. Hello, Michelle. We all were trying to tell these people. Please, do your research on it. Oh, well, it's science. They did it. They've already did it. They haven't done it. You were the experiment. That is the problem. That is indeed the problem. That is a big problem. Okay, where am I at here? Again, headlines. I wanted to share with you guys headlines. For a second there, I thought someone was going to call the studio. So I opened up the phone. The phone lines are open, by the way. There, I got to go back to sharing my screen. There we go. Share my screen. Share audio. Share the window. What am I sharing? I'm sharing that right there. But again, the disconnect comes with, we tried to tell them, we tried to warn them. Now you've got doctors standing up saying, please. Now the CDC is changing it's changing its narrative. The FDA is changing its modality of when it's also its releases. You name it. We tried to tell these people. But again, don't believe me. Don't believe Minnie. Don't believe Michelle, Susan, or any of these people. They're stupid. We're stupid. We don't know a damn thing. We don't do our research. I have heard it all. You guys have heard it all as well. I know you have. You've been put in a timeout. You've been shut down, censored, shut up as well as I have. So whenever dude, I can't remember dude's name, came in here and said, show battle scars. We've got our battle scars, don't we, Brainiacs? We definitely do. We definitely do. So let me go over here. Show you my screen. I'm gonna go to Brave full screen. And by the way, let me share with you also this. Help me out, Brainiacs. If you enjoy this broadcast, enjoy this podcast, please think about subscribing. It does help us get the bills paid throughout the entirety of the month. We've got a whole, I think, 14 subscribers now. Woohoo! We're getting there. Bills almost paid throughout the month. Almost. We're still shy of about $90. It takes us around about $190 a month to run this broadcast. Not kidding at all. But no, okay. Get that out of the way. I'm going to go share with you my full screen. I'm going to get right here. All right. So remember, we're going to share with you top stories, right? Top stories, and we're going to see just how much positive influence we've got from mainstream news. Okay? That is my test. I'm just come over here to a Brave browser, this open browser, and I'm literally going to right here from scratch, top news. Because that's what I want to see. I want to see the headlines. Let me go open a big. All right, so we're going to a big screen right now, right? News. From from Reuters on MSN.com. Now, we know how glorious MSN is, right? Top U.S. Republican McConnell, we know who McConnell is, to move to what? Not quite sure. Let's click this. To move to rehab after being released from the hospital. Well, we know he took a fall, right? Which, well, I personally don't believe that he took a fall. I think he got his ass beat. I truly do. I think something happened to him. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's been pictures on the internet, there's been pictures released of this man prior to, this is during the Trump administration, where, now I'm just saying, where his fingers look all wrapped up, right? Look all wrapped up. He's got black eyes. His lip is busted. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Those pictures circulated around the internet quite a bit during the Trump administration. Whenever I personally believe, once again, handler, McConnell got his ass kicked by somebody for saying something. So I don't believe the man fell. That's just my own belief. Kara says, Matt, invite Brian Scott to the broadcast. Invite Brian Scott. Do I know Brian Scott? I don't think I know Brian Scott. Ringo got a new horn. A new horn. That's. You guys know what I'm saying. I know you know what I'm saying. Oh my God, where are we at here? All right. So anyway, getting back again, McConnell in the hospital. Blah blah blah. They're trying to keep you up to date with politics. They're trying to keep us in the loop. The number one thing they did is throw Mitch McConnell and politics in my face. So let's go to the next one. I'm gonna hang on a second. Let me get to the screen. Let me get to my screen here, Brainiacs. Hang on one second. Mr. Andy Cassidy's in the house. What's up? Okay. So that again, McConnell falling was number one. The AOC top Democrats issue a stinging rebuke of what? I don't know. Let's see it. Let's click it. This is by Fox News, released by Fox News. And I'll tell you right now, great name. It's a great name because I believe that Fox News is the fox in the hen house. Really, I'll even play this and we'll go through the commentary. But stinging rebuke of Biden over failed climate promises. Now, let's talk about that one. I say let's talk about that one because, well, that one's thrown in our faces and have been thrown in our faces for quite some time. They've even went as far as bringing a cute little girl to the program, right? This cute little innocent girl. She's like crying on camera. We're affecting the climate. We're going to kill Gaia. And we think we ought to charge you for farting. Greta Thunberg, let me tell you what. I do believe that you're better off in school, little girl. Because this planet's been around for billions and billions of years. I don't believe personally that this is our first rodeo on this planet. But nevertheless, you just need to pay attention to schoolwork if that's the way you're going to take it. The indoctrination of climate change. You're the change. Let's just tax you for everything. You burped. Oh, that's 2 cents. You farted. That's 5 cents. The elderly shit themselves. Oh, that's 10 cents. You kidding me? That is a complete, again, how's this go to disconnect? The cognitive disconnect. Are you kidding me? They're blaming you and I. They're blaming you and I on polluting the fucking planet while in the process of that literally coming out of their mouth, they will go to a G12 or a summit on a fucking airliner. They will load up on an airliner and they will take a 747 to the climate change event. But again, they're charging you, or they're wanting to charge you or charge me for a carbon footprint. The disconnect. They're blaming you and blaming me and trying to show you and I how it's our fault. It's my fault. I don't think so. I don't think so, Karen. I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem. You're not the problem. Okay? And if we were really, really, really worried about this, where did all of the Tesla technology go? Where did all of that go? You see? They rub this in our faces. Okay? And even them, they're in complete denial. But yet, I don't believe they're in denial. I truly think that we have got absolutely, without a doubt, Kara, perfect word, gaslighting. Gaslighting. No, gaslighting. No, think about this. Let's just think about what we heard not even since the beginning of the year. Okay? This scratch and sniff administration, the House of Vegetables, talks about removing, for your health, my health, and the health of all well-being of humanity, because there's a problem with gas stoves, natural gas stoves. While we literally see Miss Biden, right? I'll just say Miss Vegetable, cooking dinner on a stove, and a gas stove to beat all. Do you guys remember seeing that article? This is what I mean, and I'm going to continue to beat it in your head. They're trying to tell us, okay, that it's your and I's fault, my fault, your fault, and they're trying to have us disassociate the disconnect with the way we know things to be. We need, put it this way, if at all, there is any kind of a disconnect, it's not with me, not with you. It's with them. It is their disconnect with evolvement, consciousness is evolving. Okay? They are damn well smart. Don't get me wrong. They're very, very, very smart. They've been around the block a time or two. And to be honest with you, remember me telling you, spirits in a body, they are spirits in a vessel. They know what the hell they're doing. They've been around for centuries. They've been around for eons. And like I said, Alima Yasmin said, quote unquote, she remembers when Atlantis sunk. Who was the first ones off of that island? Who did they make sure got off of that island? The upper echelon. The elite, right? They got off the island first. We've all heard the Titanic sunk. The ship that God himself could not sink, which I guess God sunk. Who got off there first? I guarantee you that the upper echelon females and children, as well as highfalutin males, got off of there way before you or I would have gotten off of there. It has always been like that. It has always been like that. So if a great calamity happens, right? Guarantee you they'll be safe and sound, deep to be buried underneath of a mountain whenever calamity strikes. Yes, sir, Mr. Morgan. J.P. Morgan didn't get on. I wonder why. Yeah, that's correct. He was on the list to go, but we think that he caught wind, right? We think that he caught wind of something gonna happen, right? We know this, right? So these people, again, we're no strangers to the games within this construct. We know this. Susan Metz says he knew. Now, don't you think and don't you find it interesting that they do? Let me ask you this. I'm going to throw this out there in the chat, and I want to. If you guys aren't going to, if you're not going to call the broadcast, let me. Let's see. Make sure the switchboard's up. Let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you: do you believe that our upper echelon today got the vaccination? How many of you actually believe that that Biden rolled up his arm and took the real vaccination, whether it be Moderna, whether it be Pfizer, whether it be whatever. How many believe that they actually took it versus how many believe that it was saline or water, right? You're saying you tried to call the studio? Is that what you said? Let me reset it, buddy. Again, you gotta to call the studio. You gotta have a good connection. Don't try calling on Wi-Fi. That would sometimes the switchboard. It does sometimes. Let me reset it real quick. And you guys just think about what I asked you, and I'll go back and I'll read the comments because I'm really, really, really interested to see what your guys' response is. And I'm going to read these responses here in a second. Hang on a second there, Morgan. I'm gonna reset the switchboard. That way. All right. All right, we'll do that. There we go. There we go. Did it? Is it starting? Oh, it's telling me now. It's telling me it's going to start in 18 minutes. Sometimes, I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes I don't really like this. But nevertheless, I think for a second, on the phone so I can't, what? I time on the phone so can't, and time and talk. Okay. All right, so I'm going to look back at these comments because, again, my question was, did the administration take the vaccination? So let's go through this. Susan Metz, no. Carla, no. Chuck, no. Saline, Morgan Anderson, yeah. I'm gonna go with you said no, and that yeah was to something completely different. Michelle Hartz, no. I personally myself don't believe that they took the vaccination. I don't. I also don't believe that President Trump took the vaccination. I don't. Okay? If you guys want to throw me under the bus, go right ahead. I personally do not believe that man got the vaccination. I'm not kidding. However, what's funny to me is it's all about that. Even now, I'll still hear from this side in my world, in my reality, in our world, President Trump standing up talking about the vaccinations. Why? At this point in the game, why? Now, I know a lot of you really was like me. Again, man, you could find me under the desk of President Trump at the time. Not no more. I don't trust him. It's not that I don't believe in him. I believe in the positive nature, okay? But, however, I don't believe that the man took the vaccination, although he's talking about it over and over. Remember, he's the one that brought in Operation Warp Speed. That is where he lost me. Mike Pyle says payoffs. I agree, dude. I totally agree. Morgan means watches on his phone, so he can't talk and watch on his phone. Oh, I got you. All right, so let me make sure the show's gonna start. Hang on. But again, this goes back to what I was saying last week. Last week's I talked about do as I do, don't do as I say, or do as I say and don't do as I do, and that would be the those who have got it within their in their agenda, their narrative to primarily buffalo you and me. They think we're stupid. All right, switchboard is up. It should be. Try that again there, Mr. Morgan. Again, I'd love to hear from everyone. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on what I'm talking about. The disconnect. Because it's in our face. It's literally in our faces. Susan says, I don't trust him anymore either. Again, it is not because of me. It is not. Again, I mean, I am a little voice, okay? I am a little voice. Little, small. Whenever I say so, I mean I am small voice. And it sucks because I believe that this show has got a whole hell of a lot of potential. But guess what? Because we talk about the things we talk about, and I'm not bought out, you're not bought out by big tech, this show don't really matter. It never has mattered in the last 12 years. We bring on whistleblowers, actual whistleblowing people from your life, my life, those that have actual stories to share, and we provide them with the platform. That's it. That is why I think that this show is so heavily censored. Chuck, they will end up blaming Trump when the truth comes out. Of course they will. Of course they will. Now, I'm not saying that I don't like him, okay? That is not what I'm saying. Mr. Durrell, I appreciate you, buddy. I really do. I love your comment. And I'm going to change the word your to we. We. Not me. We are bigger than we think. Keep sharing the truth. We are bigger than we think. I agree with you. Okay? But yet I also know for a fact that we all are so heavily censored because of trying to connect the cognitive dissonance. Okay? We're trying so very hard to shed light on, hey, Karen, wake up. Hey, Karen, can you see that you've been buffaloed? Can you not see the fear, Karen? They're trying to do that to you. They're trying to scare you and the kids, Karen. Do you see that? First masks worked. Then masks didn't work. Then they did work. Only the N45 worked. Or N95 worked, right? Then it was, you better have a mask as well as a fucking face shield. I mean, we've seen this time and time again. Over and over. What is real? What is not real? The disconnect between logic, rational thinking, using your own mind, questioning your own world, versus believing what we see and what we hear in mainstream media. So going back here, everybody's blocking over Biden's failed climate change promises. Let me tell you what, this vegetable can promise the world. Okay? Can't even ride a damn bicycle. Can't even ride a bicycle. Third one down. I heard you chime in there, caller. I'll get 1 second. I promise. Promise. The third one down. A new Pentagon map shows how China, is beefing up what a top U.S. general calls a dangerous position in the South China Sea. Holy shit, we're going to war with China now, right? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on? That's what they want you to believe. Why? Because, that is what's in the news. That's by Business Insider. Country code 64. Hello. Can you hear me? Check. Say hello.
Can you hear me?
I can. What's going on? Hello. It's on your mind. Hello?
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 Yeah.
Is this Mr. Morgan? Who is this?
Yes, it is. How are you?
I'm
Morgan.
doing well. Where are you calling from, buddy? I do know you've got a really bad connection to the switchboard. I'm wondering where you're calling from, Morgan. Yeah, he's just not there. Not there. I don't know what to say, man. Morgan, hello, Mr. Morgan. I had you for a minute there, buddy, but I don't have you here no more. Damn it, man. It says you've left the studio. I just don't know, Morgan. All right, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the screen here, and I'm gonna keep pumping this fear into you. Okay. A new Pentagon map shows how China is beefing up what a top U.S. general calls a dangerous position in the South China Sea. Okay. Right here. All right. So what is this actually saying? China and several of its neighbors have claimed parts of the separate Spratly Islands. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Spratly Islands in the South China Sea. A map from recent Pentagon reports show how those countries are building outposts, right? While China claims that they've been China's claims have been widely rejected. So here again, fear. Okay, fear. This is the fear of war, right? The fear of war. So look, I'm looking literally the very top one. One was McConnell falling. Two was, well, Biden's climate change. Three was, well, we're going to war. Let's go on and CNBC and MSN. Here we go. Regional bank stock plunge. Now this one here is key, right? Everybody's got a bank. Regional bank stock plunges, creating key entry points for investors, top analysts say. Creating key entry points. Don't you believe, and I believe, that these bastards are already at the top of the, well, we call it the food chain. Pecking order. Let's just say pecking order. Pecking order. Don't you believe that these top cats are already there? So whenever we've got strategic stock plunge, right? Those who have been caught being insider trading, they've already bailed out. They've already cashed out at the stock's most high. And now we've got a plummet. As many of you guys already know, we've seen in the latest Facebook surge. Hear me out. We've got banks failing. Oh, shit. Everybody's saying, I'm telling you what my messenger's like. Go to the bank, pull all your money out. We're starting to crash. The mothership is going down. Oh, shit. It's funny. Susan just said mothership, and I said, she's like, mothership is coming. So anyway, get a load of this. That is what they're trying to do. They're trying to scare you. Fear. Remember this? During the pandemic, how many of you guys, during that specific entry point of the pandemic, you couldn't find a roll of toilet paper? Remember that? It doesn't even, whether it be 3-ply, 2-ply, 1-ply, you can't even wipe your ass, your finger goes through it. You're like, this couldn't be found. Karen and Jet down the road's got a whole fucking garage full of toilet paper, and they will sell you a roll for $19.99. They've got you covered. That is bullshit. That is people that I and you hopefully will not incarnate with. Okay? I don't even want to be associated with someone so damn disconnected. I'm serious. The fear-mongering and the cognitive disconnect on that was fucking ridiculous. They scared the holy hell out of them. Carried out $19.99 for a limited time. Because you better grab it, because next week it's going back up to $24.99. This is what I'm saying. It's like you cannot make this shit up. It was real. Whenever we seen the pandemic at its horizon, it's real. Like it's right there in front of your face. I'm telling everybody, please, now's the time. We're on lockdown. Let's just research the holy shit out of whatever we can. Now is the time to feed your brain some good food. Jump on that machine and start researching, start digging, connecting dots, share. Share everything you can, everything positive, everything. And then you've got, like I said, Karen at Jed, just buying into this complete disconnect with relax. These are the people that were scared shitless, and they used it to their advantage. Do you see? I know you know. I know you know what I'm saying. Am I hitting the nail on the head? These are the same people that will say, honestly, these are the same people that will go to the grocery store and they will load up on a shit ton of stuff. And they're scared, okay? They're scared. There's nothing to be afraid of if you truly believe in your world. If you truly believe, like Mr. Moto said, how many of you guys have ever seen talking to a water molecule and praying over the water molecule, giving it good vibes molecule, and it being, once frozen, a beautiful crystal thing? And you talk fear to it, and you talk hate against it. I hate you. I hate you. I want you to die. It morphs into this almost fucking dysregulation. You can't even recognize its thing. Do you guys know what I mean? This is what I'm saying by the disconnect of creative consciousness and fear. They're trying so hard right now to scare the holy shit out of you, Karen and Jed, and everybody else, that the banks are falling on their faces. And you and I need to run to the bank and get all of our money. Because, well, there won't be any left. That is what I mean. Shame on you. For those people that are literally pushing the living shit out of what I'm telling you, shame on you. Propaganda pushing narrative. It's feeding that machine. It's feeding the war machine. Okay? The more you pump into consciousness, the more that it's going to do something with what you're feeding it. Because trust me, people are paying attention to... What's funny is people pay attention more so to fear, anxiety, disconnective thought than they do about creating their own worries, their own world. Now, we've got a great guy here on this broadcast, Andy Cassidy. And I love bringing in, and I love bringing him into the mix here because he would not accept in his world that he was a man going to die of stage 4 cancer. He refused. He refused to believe it. He didn't feed it anymore. Whenever he started calling this show some little over 2.5, 3 years, maybe 3 years ago now, He absolutely refused to feed that fear mechanism. He refused to feed it. Now, here's where I believe totally. I do believe that Dan Bongino's show is a good thing. Dan Bongino shakes the living shit out and rattles the cages of many of the upper echelon. And they can't stand him for it. They don't like it. I know they don't like him. However, I will tell you this. I have not my own personal self, and I really want you to think about what I'm telling you. Everybody up in this chat right now, how many of you have got an advertisement for the Dan Bongino show? Scrolling through your feed. Sponsored by the Dan Bongino show. I have. How many of you have, not that I can afford it or any of that, but how many of you guys even remotely even get the notifications to the Matrix? Very few of you. Even the subscribers, Facebook, even the subscribers to the broadcast, this is their show. This is their platform. They hardly get notifications. But yet I will get a paid for sponsorship by Dan Bongino. Wait, let's tune into what Dan Bongino is talking about. It's the same shit as what the top news I'm showing you. Now again, I don't dislike Dan. I don't dislike Dan Bongino. Mike Pyle says, I don't get notifications and I'm a subscriber. Do you see what I'm saying? Facebook, did you just see this man's comment? I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. Daryl says, so true. I've got to go find the broadcast. Morgan, it's a beautiful thing what you're doing. And I thank you for what you said. But again, I'm not trying this. I wish you had a stable connection. I don't know if you were on Wi-Fi. Cause it looked Morgan, it looked as if you called the broadcast on Wi-Fi because it very wasn't stable. All I'm telling you is pay really close attention to the narrative in the top news. Kara, shadow banned. Me, her, we all are, okay? Without a doubt in mind, let me go see these words. Shadow banned. Absolutely. Lisa Thomas, I'm the same even as a subscriber. So again, Facebook, we all are going through this. We are all going through this. You start sharing positivity, influential activity on your timeline, you will be shut up, band-aided, sent to the corner with a timeout of 30 days. I'm not talking about just myself or anybody on this broadcast. I'm talking about those who literally stand up, speak out for other people, and literally try to give you good, healthy mind food. I'm not going to just sit up here and say, you're not going to look through here and through the timeline of the Matrix and see, oh, woe is me, the evil ship is sinking. Oh no. Look at the little image. Look at the little image below. All right. It's come from the 16th chapel from the Catholic Church. It's supposed to be the hand of God touching Adam. I've got it touching the whore of Babylon. Right? I've got him touching the whore of Babylon. Because you to me, you are a creator. You are a magnificent creator. The thing is they tune in, tap in, feed into your fear. They want you scared shirtless. They want you to feed that mechanism of conformity. They want you to feed into that control fascism. Okay? For a long time back in the 70s and the 80s and prior 60s, they sexualized everything. Think about it. Think about what I'm telling you. And I'm not saying that women are not equal. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. So don't think that I am. Where I'm going with this is not anything to do with that. But think about what I'm telling you. Okay? They try to disconnect us. Steve knows there's 150 days for me. 150 days? Yeah, that's pretty damn bad. They use sex against us. When sex is great, they use the color of our skin against us. When we don't care less, we're human beings. We could give two shits, really. But the indoctrination, the cognitive disconnect comes with what we've been taught. It comes with the formality that, well, the color of Krista's skin, she's black. I shouldn't associate with Krista. No, Krista's not black, but I'm just saying. Let's just use whoever, Karen. Okay, black. I'm not supposed to fall in love with Karen. When that could not be further from the truth. Love does not have an eye to color. It does not. In fact, it is completely the opposite. Love creates relationships. Love builds bridges. Love creates. Hate, fear, discontentment, anxiety is a disconnect. Let's talk about anxiety for a minute. I just seen a good friend of mine post something not even a day, as last night. I seen a friend of mine say, does anybody know the best way to fight anxiety? I'm having a panic attack. Do you know how many people in this world suffer from depression and anxiety? I talk to quite a bit of people from time to time that have exactly that. They're panic stricken. They're full of anxiety. I'm going to tell you right now. There's a guy in the chat. I call him my ground pounder, Mr. Mike Pyle. I'm going to use you as an example, Mike. Our lives as a driver, okay? Our lives as a driver is completely always in panic mode. We're always on that brink of anxiety because we're always looking for Mr. DOT to bust our ass behind us in that mirror. We're always looking. You pass a DOT guy in a tractor trailer, you can have all of your T's crossed, all of your I's dotted, and I'm going to tell you right now, you even look at a DOT guy up there in the middle, and you're like, it starts processing through your mind. Oh, please don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Panic. Complete fucking panic. That's anxiety. That is anxiety. Okay? Just saying. Baby, sweetheart, we got to get you off of that anxiety medication and onto some good stuff. Mr. Morgan says 20 years root chakra PTSD, been a struggle to speak to women. I'm going to tell you right now, anxiety is one of the biggest issues right now. Anxiety, panic, fear. And it's, again, you've seen what I'm showing you on the top news feed. And we all can do it. Go Google top news. You tell me if it says anywhere in there where airbrushing Michelle from New York, Michelle got caught Thursday night for posting "I love Kitty." Anything positive is gone. They don't want you to show and share that. They don't. They want to keep you in that modality of zing, 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 fear. Again, you hear me say it all the time, where it's almost like aluminum foil in a filling, right? It's like the shake, the anxiety, and that is what the news does to us today. That's what the news does to a lot of people. If you can't just like click, flip through it, get out of it what you might need, to discern. If you really read it, It'll get your fear going. You just heard me read where on CNBC, regional bank stocks plunge. And again, on Facebook, right here on Facebook, you see everybody sharing. The banks are collapsing. Oh my God, you've got to run. You've got to run to the bank and pull out all of your funding. If they even have it, right? If they even have the funds to give you. Fear. I mean, Peggy Brodowski, she's got. We'll see her selling toilet paper on the Matrix Mice for $24.99 next week. Why? Because Krista here, she's like, oh shit, go pull out all your money. Right? No. Kara ain't gonna be selling toilet paper for $24.99, and Kara's not gonna be telling you, you better run to the bank and pull out all your money. The fear. It's, the majority of these people in this chat watching is also watching the show. You're here primarily because you don't fit the narrative, okay? You are the disconnect. You are the change. You're the change that they don't want to see, all right? This is why I love you guys so very much, is because I know of other pages that are nothing but fucking fear propaganda. Nothing but fear propaganda. It is creating nothing more than a disconnect of dialogue between you, the creative you, and the Whore of Babylon. Because the Whore of Babylon wants to keep you in fear. They want to keep you down. They want to keep you in control. They want to keep you conformative. That truly is the way it is. That's one of the reasons why you see me say on my Facebook page, not just prior to this broadcast, karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. What we're watching right now within this matrix construct is they asked for it. They literally asked for what they're doing. And if you read the description of the broadcast, in the bottom, it says they never intended on you, I'm pointing at you, to wake up as fast as you did. Think about that. Even our neighbors today understand everything that I've said prior. They understand this. And again, nothing bad to say about Joe Rogan. He's got his spot in our world. Joe Rogan indeed has got his spot in our matrix. He's there for a reason. He's there to wake them up, shake them up, rattle cages where I cannot. Because again, my voice is censored. Your guys' voices are censored. The negativity is what they run, they literally fuel this construct with. They do. And shows like we had on Friday with the Atom Twister was feeding the consciousness mind positive, creative, connective dissonance. Not cognitive disconnect. It helped you actually understand what the hell's going on. You are a creative entity. You are here to be you. Now be you. The best you can do. Be you how you wish to be you. Hurt others none. That is a pagan philosophy. Harm ye none. Do what thou wilt. My bad. That is an Aleister Crowley saying. Do as thou wilt. But again, let's bring in paganism, but harm ye none. Bring in biblical terminology, right? We'll even go as far as bringing in biblical terminology. Love thy brother as thyself. But again, karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. Every single one of you in this broadcast chat that you were watching scroll, I asked, did our upper echelon, did our elite, did our vegetable tray take the stab and jab? Did they get the vaccination? And not a single one of you said that they did. Think about that. You guys said that to your discretion, your discernment, that Biden didn't take the vaccination, that President Trump didn't take the vaccination, Kamala Harris didn't take the vaccination. I'll bet your ass that Bill Gates didn't take it either. That's my own belief. Morgan says he believes that they did. Okay. I personally believe that was nothing more than a formal show. Because if you remember, then they love saying this. They love saying, on the world stage, you've heard Kamala Harris say it. I've heard Hillary Clinton say this. In fact, I mock the living shit out of every single one of these people. And so should you. They mock you, you mock them. Just give it right back to them. In fact, if you go back to a recorded broadcast there whenever Hillary Clinton was talking to Congress against and about the Benghazi incident, right? I remember her exclusively saying at this point, as well as the email, mainly the emails, the email server, at what point does it matter? It's over with. At what point does this matter? Really, Miss Clinton? What point does it matter? Because it matters, because if Morgan did it, if Peggy did it, if Barbara did it, Stephen did it, Andy did it, I did it, or any of these other people listening remotely came close to doing the shit that you have done, we would have been thrown under the jail. Now, mind you, where are we at right now in my construct? In my world of things, and in your world of things, you and I are watching, get a load of this, ready? Because they're starting to put the pieces together in our matrix here. Anthony Fauci has been caught funding the NIH for what? Scientific research for biometric virus creation. Huh. That's right. He's busted. Rand Paul put him under the fire many times. Jim Jordan loves to say it. Anthony Fauci, you down, right? He'll just call him out for what it is. I love Jim Jordan. I do. I love Jim Jordan for having the balls to say what you and I are thinking. That's like up here in this chat. Now, mind you, I caught flack for it, but I'll tell you again. I will tell you, and I'll be one of the first to tell you, when it comes to the United States people, when it comes to my people, our people here in the U.S., again, nothing against Australia, nothing against anybody else listening all over the world. The UK, Canada, I love you guys, I do. But when it comes to the United States, these are our people. This broadcast originates straight out from the rubber city capital of the world. This is Akron, Ohio, baby. My people, our people, come first when it comes to the United States spending budget. My country, your country, our country. Australia people. Y'all need to do the same thing I'm doing. Start a broadcast. Raise the holy shit out of your people. Raise them up. Tell them, get the hell up. Stand up, speak out. Shake the foundations of consciousness in your all's vegetable tray. Because over here in the U.S., these are our people. We love you guys too, and we want you to stand up. Canada, same thing. Stand up. Do your thing. Do your own due diligence. Spending budget right now, the vegetable tray over here wants to $1.6 billion spending ceiling. Need to raise this deficit. Need to raise the deficit. So here's what I say to you, Biden. Okay? Get the fuck out of there. You don't belong there. You have no idea how to run anything other than into the ground. You are literally running this country into the dirt. Now, majority of you guys have heard me say this too. How many of you would literally keep your job? Let me ask you, Peggy. Let me ask you, Miss Peggy, Barbara, Kara. How many of you would have your job today, like the Biden administration? Talk about cognitive disconnect. Right there, baby. That's what you got. The people versus disconnected with what the going on over there. If anybody in this that I just listed in there, if any of you, as well as myself, fucked up our job as bad as he has, would you have your job? He has done a great job at running everything into the dirt. Everything. Honestly. He has fucked up the natural. He's fucked up the gas. He has fucked up the economy. He has fucked up the food prices. He has fucked up the well-being and the health and welfare of humanity. Not just. No, I said humanity. I didn't just say the United States people. I said humanity. Why? Should never have been allowed. Linda, you'd have been fired. Tina Danley, you'd have been fired. Carrie, you'd have been fired. Barbara, fired. You're out of there. You are the weakest link. Bye-bye. But no. I mean, we're talking about someone who gets away with everything. Everything. Now, mind you, if any one of our children had supposed pedophilia or any kind of thing like that on a laptop, turned it in. Oh my God. Could you imagine? Right? But no, not this guy. Not this guy. Not the big guy. I remember Secretary Pompeo. We streamed this on the Matrix. Barbara says I would have quit. I love you. I do. Listen, we streamed Secretary Pompeo saying we would have no qualms whatsoever with putting you under the fire if you have got any connection whatsoever with the Chinese Communist Party. But here we've got before she was gone from being Speaker of the House, and again, thank you, McCarthy, for doing what you did. The 40,000 released hours that you and Tucker released 2 weeks ago, absolute devastating bombshell to the Matrix. Devastating bombshell. Okay? Now, again, it's funny, but everybody's like, why do you keep calling it the Matrix? Because it is to me. It is nothing but a complete shit show. Again, the world stage. It is the world stage. What is a stage? It's a show. It is a show. They're wanting you to believe that they've got everything handled. They want you to believe that you are just like Safe Auto, right? You're in good hands with Allstate. Well, guess what, motherfucker? You like the vaccinated, like a good neighbor. Stay over there, vaccinated. I don't want nothing to do with your cognitive disconnect. Because if you're feeding that fuel and buying into that narrative and feeding that, I say agenda, right? Propaganda. It's the propaganda. Keep our people in fear. The banks are collapsing. Oh, God. Karen, go get some TP. Peggy, put it online for $24.99. No. You guys are better than that. You guys are better than that. That is why you are so heavily censored. That is why we are literally watching two worlds split. We are watching, feeling the worlds split. You talk about cognitive disconnect. We're definitely watching the cognitive disconnect. I got to get Neptune Triton. I'm going to get Neptune Triton up in here one of these days real soon. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about the solar flare activity and what's going on with the sun, what's going on with our world. Shit is getting deep. Let me tell you, Brainiac, shit is getting deep. And those that are in panic mode, they need to just keep doing what they're doing. They're failing so drastically, it's unreal. Right before our faces, we are watching this shit show collapse. Okay, the Matrix, like I said, I call it the Matrix. It's the show. You want to call it, they want to call it the world stage? So be it. So be it. It's right in front of our faces. It is collapsing. Michelle Hurst says, gotta run. Thanks, Matt. All right, Michelle, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being with us. Got it. $24.99, baby. $24.99. Get your TP before it's going fast. Next week it'll be $29.99. Hey, think about this. Think about what I just said. The disconnect. What else did they try to do? They tried to scare the living shit out of you with 50,000 more tax people. 50,000 more taxmen, right? We're going to hire 50,000 more tax people. Not for them, but for you. And for me. Man, I don't even make $10,000 a year. If that. Okay? And that is with me. That is now. I'm telling you, with me doing odd jobs, that is me with me doing it. If you're going to audit, set someone specifically aside to audit my little ass that doesn't even make a measly $10,000 a year, plus try to float the broadcast here with donations and subscriptions. By all means. Let me tell you something on that note, everybody. Get a load of this. I didn't find, and I'm going to tell you this is be honest to God's truth. Whenever I owned my trucks, 9 semi trucks, nine, upside down 6, right? 9. I did not file my taxes for 4 years after I sold them trucks. Okay? I kept getting letter after letter after letter after letter in the mail. Letter after letter. I got a normal job with a buddy of mine driving his equipment. And I told Zach, I told my buddy Zach, I'm like, bro, if you got a letter because tax people are now saying that they contacted you. Oh, yeah, I got this. And he hands me this letter. They started contacting my employer. I literally wrote, I know, you all know me, man. I took the paper, I took my finger, and I literally traced out on the paper my finger with a big hand there, and I says, y'all ain't got a fucking clue, because whenever I file taxes, you will end up owing me money. Don't worry about it. I said, don't worry about it. I'll file taxes this year. And I did. And guess what? I was right. They owed me money. They owed me a shit ton of money. The problem was I was too focused. On what I wanted to do, when I wanted to do it, how I wanted to do it. I just fell out of the system. I didn't give a shit. Because to me, buying into that is literally just buying into the system. It's keeping the system going. There is no, to my understanding, there is no law that says and or governs me to pay taxes at all. To me, that's fucking theft. They steal from me and steal from you. In fact, let's think about this for a minute. What would happen if we took $1? $1, okay? And you gave me that $1, and then they tax that you giving it to me. And then I gave it to Michelle. She airbrushed me something. I give it to her. They're going to tax that $1 again. And then Michelle's going to give it to Morgan, right? And Morgan's going to get taxed for it. And then Morgan's going to buy something from Krista and give it to Krista with what's left of the $1. Now we're down to about 70 cents. And Krista's going to get taxed for that 70 cents. And then it's on and on and on. Steve Nolan, Andy Cassidy. Pretty soon that $1 is going to go, there's nothing left. They literally taxed it to extinction. Think about that. They're taxing it to the point of gone. Everything you save, which was already bought and paid for, think about this. Think about this cognitive disconnect. Think about these connections. Think about the realization of what I'm saying. Consciousness, wake up. They charge it, they tax it when you make it. Right? Kara, Morgan, they charge you in a tax for making it. Okay. They tax you. Then you put it in a savings account. Okay? That's laughable. Laughable. Absolutely fucking laughable. You can stick $1,000 in a savings account and it's gathering 0.5 or 0.2 interest rate. What? You've got $1,000 sitting in there in the bank, all right, in the savings account. You go and you're like, I want my money. Kara's going to buy something. She wants something. Kara's going to the bank tomorrow. She's pulling out everything she's got in there. $1,000, $1,500. Okay, yeah, let me get, this is no shit. Okay, yeah, sure, Kara, you want Kara's account? Okay, right, okay. Okay, Miss Kara, you need this money for what? Oh my God. Let me find something. Mic drop. It's your money, but yet they're asking you what the hell you want it for. What the hell is it any of their fucking business what you are doing with your financial your finances? What is it any concern of the banks when it's a savings account? Does it make any damn bit of difference? Andy Cassidy said, I'm gonna go buy toilet paper. Andy Cassidy and Kara's got something going on here. Peggy, I mean, you guys selling toilet paper for $24.99. That's it. I'm stocking up on toilet paper. That's what you should say whenever you guys go pull your money and your tax money out of the bank. They're going to say, what do you want it for? Oh, I'm just stocking up in case we have a mass calamity. I'm thinking I'm buying toilet paper. Just make a mockery because they mock the living shit out of you and I. The financial tyranny and the corruption in the institution is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Again, the disconnect. We need you. I need you. I need you. We all need you to stay your focus. Stay your connective self. I know you've got it in you. When it comes to negative propaganda, when it comes to news, when it comes to sharing all of this negativity, I don't know, read it, look at it, but don't feed it. Read it, look at it, but don't feed it. Don't feed it, brains, because that's what it wants you to do. It wants you to feed the mechanism. The mechanism won't exist if you don't feed it. I assure you, they wouldn't exist if you didn't allow them to exist. Okay, this is why a lot of people say, well, you see all of the meme. The meme is great. It's got all of the banking cartel, the railroad tycoons, upper echelon. They're all sitting around a chessboard, right? And there's these little players, and the people, these people are sitting underneath of the chessboard. Stand up. All you've got to do is realize what's going on, and the game is done. That's all you got to do, is realize what's going on. I gotta point this out. My buddy Mike Pyle, who's up in here, love him to death. He's an owner operator. He's doing right now. He's doing good. But he'll be one of the first ones to tell you, do not tell me what to do. When it comes to he is doing it the way I would do it. I might be renting borrowing, leasing a truck from you, getting your freight, running your freight. But man, the moment you try to put that hand of God on me and say, well, you're going to do this, Mike, you're going to do, and we're, no. Hang on. Let me save you from your next statement. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to drop this landing gear and I'm going to drop this trailer and you can take this load and shove it up your ass. That is Mike Pyle. And that is why I love Dude. Because he's not afraid to say, I am not here for you. I am here for me. I am here to do my business. Okay? The moment you don't start playing fair and the moment you try to push me in a direction you don't want me, Mike's like, he doesn't just fly one single flag. Man, he'll hit you with, I'll probably bet he like somehow is crinkling his toes down. He's flicking you off with 4 fingers, not just 2. That is why I love you guys up here, is because you're not afraid to be you. You're not afraid to be censored. You're not afraid to be shut down, shut out, put aside, cast aside. An hour and 37 minutes of me ranting, and I'm surprised this broadcast hasn't been shut down yet. I'm being honest with you. Because again, I'm not trying to feed you fear. I'm trying to share with you. I'm trying to share with you that is what they're wanting. That is absolutely what they're wanting. Let me read some of your guys' comments. I've just been running my mouth, and I'm not even paying I'm kind of paying attention, but not. I apologize to you. I really do. Oh, non-playable characters. Tammy Bonham and Peggy talking about non-playable characters. Oh, the NPCs. Yeah, baby. So I go get my money or what? Oh, so should I go get my money? Linda Thomas says, so should I go get my money or not? Well, here's the thing. Let me please, if you're still Linda, if you are still in the broadcast, let me share with you my response to should I go get my money out of the bank from all of the shit that you've seen on Facebook lately. Okay? I'm going to reply to this and I'm going to tell you yes. Okay? But I'm also going to tell you why I said yes. Okay? Because you are going to spend your money, okay, on something positive. Don't feed the fear. Don't go to the bank, grab your money out there and say, oh, I'm doing this because the banks are going to collapse. The economy's collapsing. Feeding the fear. No. Linda, listen. Go get your money if you want and go buy yourself something pretty. Why? Because you deserve it. Use your funds for something that you would enjoy, not out of fear. Find something positive to spend your money on. Okay? Michelle says, go get your money. Go get your money and buy some silver and gold. Gold is the highest today. Oh, that's great. Go buy it when it's high. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Michelle, no. Bad, Michelle. Don't go buy gold when it's the highest. Okay? You've nothing, I'm telling you, nothing to fear. Relax. These people are in complete fucking chaos, not knowing what to do, not knowing what to do because you're waking up too fast. It isn't going to matter. Gold, silver, high, don't buy it high. Buy it low, sell it high. Okay? Buy it low, sell it high. Don't run. But again, Linda, oh, all right, babe. I didn't say go buy it today. Okay, listen. But you're right. Go buy something that's tangible. Something tangible. Also, that makes you feel good. Something that makes you feel good. Okay? Even if the money, having it in your possession, even if having it in your hand makes you feel good, let it be there. But again, don't do it out of the fear that you've seen, the porn that you've seen on Facebook lately. Banks are collapsing. Oh, fuck. We should need to go. They're collapsing. Oh, my God. Don't do it because of that. Do it out of love. Do it out of base intent. Find something in your world to be passionate about. Find something to use that tool to create with. Don't do it out of fear, please. If you need to think of some things, give it some time. Go pull some money out of there and buy buy some toilet paper. No, but you see what I'm saying. Again, I'm trying very hard to just take a very negative topic and spin positivity on it. The disconnect is where it's at. That's where they want you to be. They want you to be scared. They want you to be in fear. They want you to be in fucking panic mode. Don't be in panic mode. There's no reason to be in panic mode. Okay? Again, CNN watchers, MSNBC watchers, Yahoo News watchers. Watch what it says. Take out of it what you need and live your own life. Seriously. You are the one at the end of the day who's got to lay your head down on that pillow and try to sleep. Okay? Do it with no anxiety. Do it with no stress. Do it with no panic. There is no reason to panic. You have got no reason to panic. You didn't create this chaos. I didn't create this chaos. Mike Pyle didn't create this chaos. Neither did Peggy or Andy or anybody else up in this chat. Krista, nobody. We didn't do this. Okay? Do your own thing. You are your own creation within your own construct. And literally we're watching the Whore of Babylon right below us explode. They are in absolute panic mode right now. We're watching the director of national medicine shit kittens. In fact, since we mentioned gold, we're watching Anthony Fauci, listening to Anthony Fauci shit gold kittens. They're not knowing what to do. The CDC is backpedaling on almost everything they said. The FDA is going, oh my God. Share this with you right real quick before I go. This is funny. And everybody over here in Ohio, buckle up. And I say that for a reason because everybody, could not wait over here in Ohio. Could not wait over here in Ohio for the medical marijuana use. Well, guess what? It may not pass. Again, did you hear me, dispensaries? All of you medical card holders, you know why it may not pass again? Is because if you look it up in the news, they're not making enough money. Oh my God. They're not making enough money off of God's plan. Think about that. They're trying to, for a long time. Medical marijuana. Couldn't wait to get it passed. Yeah, man. Could not wait to get it passed. They're scared shitless of the positive creativity. They're like, oh, it's not making us enough money. We're going to have to look at this. Might not pass this time around. It's just not in the budget. Now, mind you, again, talking about budget, $1.6 trillion deficit ceiling is on the table for this crackpot vegetable administration this coming year. 1.6 trillion. T with TT slash dot T. Trillion. I'll be one of the first ones to tell you, Biden, you pay attention to my people, our people over here in the United States. I don't give a shit about Ukraine right now. It's our people. Same thing with Australia. You guys pay attention to your people. You guys give a shit about your people. Canada, same thing. You guys give a shit about your people. That's the problem with where we're at today. The United States, we just want to fucking police the world. We just want to be. These prior administrations got to have their heads so far up everybody else's ass, they could care less about the American people. They don't care. Could not be even further from the truth. That's not real. Let's come back home. Bring it home. $1.6 trillion. Let me tell you what. You know what we could do in this country with $1.6 trillion? Oh my God. We've given Ukraine in $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion. Holy shit. But Kamala Harris is really proud that she saved you 8 cents on the 2021 4th of July. She saved you 8 cents. Think about what I just said. Man, at the hands of a vegetable tray. That's it. At the hands of a vegetable tray. Oh my God. Absolute shambles, absolute shit show, Brainiacs. Please, again, don't feed the fear. Don't feed the mechanism. Because again, like I've seen Kara say in the chat, your thoughts create reality. And without a doubt, hands down, if that's what you want to do, if you want to create positivity, you want a life with no negativity, you try very hard day in, day out. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to feed my day with positivity. You may meditate 15 minutes prior to even getting up out of bed. It's going to be positive. And you wake up, you walk toward the bathroom, and you stub your toe. Oh, ouch. That's not being creative, right? Wait a minute. What's that got to do with anything about creating your day? That happens. That's accidental. You accidentally stubbed your toe. Overlook it. Fuck it. Just go about your day. Create your day. You create your own world, Brian. You are a ghost in a shell. You are a biological mechanism driven by the unknown all is source. I like to call it God. Okay? My God source. My all is. That's why you'll never see me pin myself down to a religion. I believe in the breath of God. I believe in the all is source. A lot of people love to throw me under the bus. Well, Christ this, Muhammad this. Man, don't throw me in the middle of that. Okay, I believe you. It's all good. Christ was my teacher. Amazing teacher. Blasphemy to his teachings, they did. That's what they did. People within this matrix construct took the word of source construct and used it against him. They put it in a nice little envelope, and they're like, oh, we can control a multitude with this. Believe what he said, the teaching. You are a little God. Okay? You are a creator. That's what you are. A formality in creation. Words created this cosmos. The word of source. Right? I'm just saying, if you really want to be biblical about it, the word of God created my matrix. It's what you are. You're little G's. Fueled by love of all that is. You did not get here. It did not get put here to be hindered, controlled, cast aside, shut up, censored. No, Brainiac, not at all. You came here to make a change. You come here to be that change. And I am so very, very proud to have you in my world because I know you are the change. Formality, man. Come back to reality. You are the change. You're not disconnected with cognitive consciousness. You are the connection between your world, my world, and everything else in it. Let's create it the way we need to see it and the way we believe it to be. Oh yeah, we got it without a doubt in my mind. Next time you see something that's got nothing but fear propaganda in it, just keep on scrolling right on by it. Keep on scrolling right on by it. And I promise you, your world will change if you change. So, with that being said, continue to question everything, my friends, even the fabric of reality. You are that change. I am that change. Let's do this, Bernie X. I'll catch you on here Wednesday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock West Coast time. I love you guys. Peace out. Good night, everybody. Turn it up, Bernie X. Crank it up on the way out of here. Peace out. Be good. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's do this. One of the fastest growing talk shows on the internet. Welcome aboard the Matrix Minds. One of the most controversial conspiratorial shows on the web. The Matrix Minds. And that's right. Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Paranormal, huh? Conspiracy, huh? Ufology, hidden Egyptology, and anything and everything we can get our hands on. Let's go. Welcome aboard. The Matrix Minds. The Matrix Minds. Sure.
You take the blue pills, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole is. All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth.
What is up, all my beautiful and gorgeous souls? I am Michelle Espinosa, otherwise known as the Shaman, through the Matrix Mind Media. So tell me, how many times have you wished that you had that special power of prediction? You know, to know what was going to happen before it actually happened and took place. To have some power and control over that situation before things came flying at you out of left field. The thing is, you actually can have that power. You can be aware of what's coming. Tune in to Astrology TV with me for Breaking the Cage. Every Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Matrix Mind Media. And I will go through the astrology and help put you on the right course and get you back in control of your own life. Love you guys.
This CBD fluid is a whole flower fluid extracted from the cannabis flower. We don't use any heat, butane, or chemicals when we extract, so we get all of the components of the plant. All the CBD, CBG, CBA, all the terpenes, all the flavonoids. This allows our body to absorb at 60 to 90% rather than the average of 6 to 10% absorption you would get with a CBD oil. Because our bodies are made up of mostly water and this is a fluid, it's highly absorbable so that you're getting 500% more nutraceuticals per dose. We also have this available in our CBD spray as well as a muscle rub with all kinds of botanicals. You're going to absolutely love it.
Check it out, Brainiacs. MatrixMinds.live/CBD. CBD I use. Feel free again. Feel alive again. And now back to the show.